Alright everyone, welcome back. It is St. Patrick's Day. This is the second family dream farm. First one that's really live of 2026. This is the third season we've been running this series, which is kind of hard to believe, but here we are. Today is one of my favorite days. I'm going out, even though it is snowing, cold, brutally miserable, and terrible outside. I'm going out to set up gobbler cams. We've already had a lot of birds, not a lot, we've already had a good amount of birds on camera at a couple of our farms. I believe they are starting to break up. There was some big flocks of gobblers, and then they've slowly started to turn into single birds on camera walking around. And all the cameras we have in the woods right now are just simply left over from deer season. They're not anywhere particular for gobblers, so I'm going to go in there today and remedy that. I love turkey hunting. As I spin around, you can see all the turkey mounts back there on the other side of the shop. Ethan's birds are all on the wall here from Kentucky and everywhere else. Got a whole bunch at my house. We love turkey hunting, so this is an exciting time of year. The shed hunting video for 2026 will be out here soon. I'm dabbling on that. We're pretty much done shed hunting. I'm going to look around today. There are a couple antlers we still really want to find, but it's getting to that point in the season where projects are kicking in. It's greening up out there. We'll find sheds, you know, while we're doing farm projects, while we're turkey hunting, but the main bulk of shed season's over. I'll give you a quick rundown. That is, that's my buck from last year. That's 7 card. Needed that for a measure off, going back to the taxidermist. Kendall. Found that one from the road a couple days ago. Unbelievable. That's the Northside 9. He's the number 2 on the hit list next year. Ethan found these in Kentucky. Little quick review. He was trying to kill this buck last year, but this is the shed from the year prior. So building history there, and then quick dabble at Luke's farm, and then a bunch of junk over there. The biggest one I found is not in there, but that's a secret for later. Yeah, cold, miserable. I gotta come over here and mess with the cell cams real quick. I got a bunch to put out. I got all my Browning video cameras down there. I might toss a few of those out too, but first things first is the cell cams. See how many of these batteries are charged up. I haven't done anything. The whole family hasn't really done much deer shop wise yet this year. It's just been, things are crazy. You'll get all those updates here soon. We got a lot of exciting things to announce, but stick with us. Family Dream Farm, gobbler cams. Maybe I'll find a shed today. Check out the food plot, stuff like that. Should be fun. Stay tuned. Thank you. All right, guys, first gobbler cam set. Obviously, we're looking for gobblers and strutting birds, but when I set these cameras up, there is some science behind them. I have a ravine back here. You see right here's the edge, goes down to a deep bottom. Big hardwoods roosting area back here behind me. They roost all over that. There's mature trees, it's perfect. Strut zone, where they feed in the mornings, is out there over my shoulder. You can see out there, that's green alfalfa. I place these cameras in open areas of the woods where the hens in the morning and in the evening are coming back and forth to roosting. This big water hole project I have over here funnels them around it. So they'll go around this water hole, but they don't want to walk off the edge of this cliff. So any birds coming from this deep woods roosting area, in theory, walks in this open space, and I go through and clear out all the sticks. I move all the logs out of the way. I want as much open space as I can for birds walking through here. I can show you umpteen trail camera videos from this location of gobblers. It works very, very well. I have a camera here every single year. They go out and strut in that field. I've shot 4 or 5 birds right here in this spot. It's one of the better spots on the farm for birds, and this is one of our main positions for cameras, and that's why it's the first one I put up. External battery on it. I won't move it for the rest of the season. It'll stay there until June. You can see our elevated blind in the background there. Sometimes I hunt out of there. I like getting up against these big trees in the early mornings for roost hunts. Should be plenty of footage off this camera of birds working their way out into our alfalfa field. I'm also hoping to see some more of the smoky hens. We had 2 last spring. I've already had 1 on camera on this flat already this year, so we know that the smoky hens are around, at least one of them. And the one has a beard. I'm not a proponent of shooting hens. I don't like it. I think we need, you know, our turkey population is way down compared to what it used to be. And I think shooting hens is like in the fall when they're available to be shot, or a bearded hen in the spring. I don't think it's quite the right thing to do. I don't know if these smoke phase hens can breed. I've never seen them with poults. They may be able to. I'd have to have a scientist come on and explain that more so than me, but I've never seen any of the smoke phase hens, which are very common in this county, probably because there's some interbreeding with some kind of farm bird somewhere, I would assume, since everyone has poultry of some kind. I've never seen the smoke phase hens with poults. Obviously, if I do see them with poults, it'll change my opinion, but since they never do have poults, the one that has a beard, I'll probably shoot it if I get a chance to. It's pretty rare to be able to shoot a true smoke phase wild bird like that, and she has a beard, and if she comes by, I will use my tag on her. A, because she's a trophy. B, I'd like to do some genetic testing on them. If there's any way I could shoot this bird and try and send it into a biologist to find out whether it was born in the wild or whether this was a, you know, interbreed with a domesticated bird, or if it's just an escaped bird from someone's farm, I don't know. So I'd like to know that. And then thirdly, the fact that they don't breed or have poults, they're kind of that kind of puts them in the way, per se, for the ones that do kind of take up space. So I've had plenty of videos of them last spring. They were beautiful birds. There's 2 of them. The one was a lot more common. Towards the season rolling on, there was only 1, but I did get the videos of the 2 together in June, late May, early June, somewhere July time after season. So the 2 did survive, 1's back, but I know that's a little bit of a ramble, but smoke phase bearded hen I will shoot if I get an opportunity to, and I'm hoping she's on that camera right there sometime very soon so I can get eyes on her. Also, the ramps are popping up. Some people have them in their woods, some people don't. Where did I just see them at here? I have a ton of them, and they're starting to poke through on the ground here. So it's gonna get green real fast, I'll show you. 3 or 4 days and this scene over my shoulder will just be completely green with ramps, and hopefully strutting gobblers in the morning. It would be awesome. On to the next one. This is another standard location where I always have at least a camera or 2 every year. Logging road trail intersections. Once the green starts to pop up and the understory gets thick, the gobblers will use these old logging roads like crazy. And I get strutting gobbler on this logging road every year. Some of the best footage I've ever got on the farm is from that spot right there, camera on that tree. So I'm sure I'm overlaying a ton of that video right now because it's really, really good stuff, and just high quality fun. We've killed some birds up here on this flat before. Spaniel killed one, Jay killed one over here that Isaac helped clean up. I've shot 1 or 2 on this flat. Me and Ernie had a double on this flat way back in the day. There's been lots of gobblers killed right here. So hopefully that camera starts producing quick. I'm also trying to do some shed hunting today, like I mentioned in the opener of this video, but conditions are as bad as they get. Sheds have all been off on this farm for at least a month, maybe longer. Most of them have been off. A lot of the deer shed early this year. So even if I'm finding these beds like I just did, it don't matter. There ain't gonna be a shed laying there unless it's been off for a month. But the snow conditions make it terrible for watching, so I'll do a couple small loops and try and find anything sticking up out of the snow, but I'm not too sure we're gonna find much in the way of antlers today. But that's okay. This is where the turkeys are gonna hang out the most in the morning, we think. Every year it's pretty much the hot spot. Big alfalfa field for them. They're gonna enjoy it. And I got cameras out all over it. It's kind of wild how often one of those cameras will get critters on it and the other one won't, but just like to cover our bases. Right there's the old trusty trail camera machine. now that Isaac's moving off the farm, he's taking it side by side with him. So the old brute force is going to get a lot of miles this year. Clover here in the lake plot looks incredible, absolutely incredible. We'll come in here and do some frost seeding on some clover chicory and let it roll for next year, because this is beautiful.